Hello students, today's topic is categories of function and call by value in a function. Call by value technique in a function in C language. So first we will discuss categories of function. So there are basically four categories of function. First is function with no argument and no return value. Here void example is void function void. So no return value. Here you can see I have written void. It means return is void. It means it will not return anything, and no argument. Argument is also void. So main, this is function call. I have called the function. So this is the function definition. This is the function definition. So this is the example of a function with no argument and no return value. Second type is function with no argument but a return value. In this function, we have the return value but no argument. So the return value of this function, I have declared the function here. The return value of this function is int, but it don't have any argument. So argument is void. So the main function, integer r, so some code. I have called the function here and assigned the value of that function to r. So the value, this is the definition of the function. So it will return the int value. The value, it will return the int value and it will be stored in r. So this is the example of a function with no arguments and a return value. Next is function with arguments and no return value. So in this example, we have a function with arguments but no return value. So declaration of function is void function. So it does not have any return value. Return value is void, but it has arguments. So two arguments, integer type arguments. So I have called a function a b. So in CRT, these are the actual parameters. These are the formal parameters. These are the formal parameters. So the value of this is copied here, and it will not return anything. So this is the example of a function with arguments but no return value. And fourth one is function with arguments and return value. It means it has arguments and it will return a value. So this is the declaration of function. It has arguments, two arguments, integer type of, and return value is also int. So uh, this is the here function is called, and it will pass the value of a and b to the function definition here. So it will return a value, and the return value will be stored in the r. So these are the four categories of function: function with no argument and no return value, function with no argument but return value, function with argument but no return value, and function with argument and return value. These are the four categories of function. Now we will discuss call by value. So when we call a function, there are two techniques for calling a function. First is call by value. So call by value is a technique of passing argument to a function. When we pass the argument of a function, so this is call by value is a technique. So the argument passed to the function are copied to the formal argument in the formal parameter list. So these arguments are copied to the formal. The actual arguments are copied to at the formal argument location. By using call by value technique, the global change is not possible. Only one change is highlighted by returning one value from a function. What does it mean? It means when we call a function, the value at the actual parameters is copied at the formal parameter value at the formal parameter. So if any global change happens after that, it will not affect that function. So this is call by value. Let's take an example. For example, I have written a program here. um, Standard, I have included two header files, standard input.h, console input.h. I have defined a variable pi with 3.14. It means wherever I use pi, 3.14 will be used, because we all know in mathematics value of pi is 3.14. So function property declaration, I have declared the function here. Float area float, this is the fourth category of the function. It has a return type and an argument, and same is also valid. So first function is, I have declared two functions. First function is area. Its return time is float. It means it will return a value of float, and its argument is also float. It will take also a float value. And second is for perimeter. Its also return time is float. It means it will return a value float, value of type float, and it will also receive a value float. So void main. I have taken three variables of float type: r, a, and p. R is the radius, a for area, and p for perimeter. grayscale. So enter the radius of the for finding the area and perimeter of a circle, we need its radius. So we will enter the radius here. So I have called the function area with the radius or its actual parameter. So from here, the it's the function area is called. So the actual parameter or value of r is copied here. So we know the area of a circle is pi r square. It means pi into r into r, pi into radius. Pi is 3.14 into the radius we have entered. So it will calculate the area and return the value, float value here, and it will get copied in A. Similarly, next is parameter. So again, the radius r is copied in at float. So it will, we know that the formula for calculating the perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r, 2 into pi into radius. So 2 into pi is 3.14 radius which we have entered. So it will again calculate the value of the parameter and it will return here, and the value gets stored in P. So we will print now these two. The area of a circle is A, we will print the value of A, and the perimeter of circle is P, we will print the value of P. So let's take an example. For example, enter the radius circle. I have entered 1. So 1, it will, 1 goes here, pi into 3.14 into radius is 1 into 1. It means 3.1. It will return 3.14, and 3.14 gets stored in A. Now again, parameter function, it will call parameter function. So definition of parameter function, 2 pi r, 2 into 3.14 into 1, it will become 6.28. 6.28 is returned here and then copied in P. So the area of circle is, value of A is printed, area of circle is 3.14, and parameter of circle is P is 6.28. So this is how, this is call by value. Call by value means the actual argument, the value of the actual argument is copied at the formal arguments. So if we, when once the actual value of actual arguments is copied at formal arguments, and if any change happens after that in actual arguments, it will not affect the formal arguments. It will not affect the definition of the function. This is call by value. So this is the example how we can calculate area and perimeter of a circle using call by value of a function. This is what I have today, the different 4 categories of function and call by value with example. Thank you.